guys. I hope you're doing well. I am having a very nice day. It feels very fall-like here today, which is nice. And I've just been finishing up work. Just finished my work for the day, and I needed to do a meditation, so I thought I'd take you with me. So, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. And I think, without any further ado, I will take us into meditation because I really need it. So get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths with me. And I want you to see your physical body below you as you float above it. You may look like you do in your physical form, or you may just be a light. You are now in your light body, floating above your physical form. So just picture your own body where it is sitting or laying, and know that you are hovering above it. And I want you to slowly rise up and up through your ceiling, up above the room and above the building, and keep rising up and up until you see a small cloud ahead of you. Climb up onto this cloud, and although the surface feels a bit spongy and cool, it is firm and holds your weight, or at least the weight of your light body. And on this cloud is one of your guides. Go and greet your guide. If this is a new guide to you, you may ask their name. And your guide tells you that they are there to take you on a journey, and that you should trust that they will not take you anywhere unsafe, that you will always be safe and cared for with your guide, and your return will be easy. And with that, you see in front of you what looks like a tunnel made of light. It looks like a hole in the sky almost, and you see that it twists off far into the distance. And your guide takes your hand and looks you in the eye, and you know that you are safe, and that your guide will care for you and take you only where you will learn and grow. And with that, you and your guide are pulled into the tunnel and whisked along the tunnel. Your guide keeps hold of your hand, and although you are amazed, you are not scared. And soon although you have traveled a long way, you reach the end of the tunnel and are placed on the earth, or more precisely, on the ground, as from looking around you can tell this is not earth. How does this place look different? You know you have been taken to a new planet, a new reality that you have never visited before. Do not question how you got here. Do not question where this is. Do not question how this can be. You are simply here to learn, and your light body can travel in ways that your physical body never could. And ahead of you there seems to be a path, and your guide, continuing to hold your hand, walks you down this path. How does it look around you? Your guide is taking you to greet some of the beings that live here in this place. Are you taken into a clearing, into a building, into a cave, onto a boat? All are possible depending on where you have traveled. And soon you see the beings that live in this place. Do not question the way they look. This may just be the way they present themselves to you. So do not question it if it seems like a form you have seen before. That may be the easiest way for you to see them. Greet these beings. And ask what they have to teach you. Ask if they have anything you need to know about yourself or the earth that you cannot see, being so close and so enmeshed in the reality you live in. Ask if they have anything for you to bring back to the earth, to share, or knowledge that you need that could improve the lives of others. Thank them for their time. And continuing to hold your guide's hand, walk back towards the tunnel that will lead you home. When you are ready, step into the tunnel. And return to the cloud where you met your guide. Thank your guide and ask if they have anything they need to clarify for you about your trip. You may ask your guide any questions you have about this journey, as it may have felt very strange. When you feel ready, thank your guide again. Walk to the edge of the cloud and float down, returning back into your physical body. Begin to hear the sounds around you. Feel where you're sitting or laying down. And you may drift off to sleep or wiggle your fingers and toes. When you feel ready, open your eyes. Okay, so let's talk about that one. So, that was something very different for me. And as I have said in meditation before, I am not sure what I see in these intuitive meditations, but I know that I learn from them. So, with this meditation, I am not saying that we did travel to another place. I'm not saying that there even are beings in another place, because I don't know that that is true. And I don't know that I believe that. And I know there are many people who do. And I know there are many people who believe we are descended from aliens. I don't know if I believe that either. I don't rule very much out, because I do believe that there is a whole lot I don't know. One of the things that I've been learning about a little bit is the way our eyes work, and how for many, many years, as animals evolved, they only had two colors that they could see, and many animals still only see two colors. And then all of a sudden this third color came in, and how it totally changed the world for those animals. And how there are many animals that see things incorrectly based on the way that we see the world. So there are certain beetles who will see a soda can as a mate because of the way that it shines, because their eyes only work in certain ways. And I think it is presumptuous of us to think that we have evolved to the highest level of our eyesight, let alone using our brain. And so I feel like we do the best with the information that we have, but there may be quite a bit of information we don't have. And if it's not too out there for people, one of the things that I do believe is that there is something about energy, and we can't see it. It's like a radio wave. We can't see a radio wave, but it is there. And I think there are other currents and energy currents like that are around, and we cannot see them. And sometimes we can feel the influence, but it's very hard to study the way they work when we can't see them, and when we have a very hard time figuring anything out about them. So we do the best we can with the information we have, and a lot of it is guessing, and sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. So I know that in this journey I learned something, but I don't know how I learned it. I don't know if just going as far out of the box as we did, that I was able to use a part of my brain that I don't usually use to find out things. I think that's very possible. I think it's very possible that there may be energies or spirits or deities or whatever you believe that can give us information in stories sometimes, in ways that we can access. And I am not ruling out the possibility that there aren't other entities out there that we can communicate with. My gut feeling is, if there was any kind of space travel that other entities have learned how to do, with the distances involved and the planets that seem habitable, part of me seems to think that if these energies around us are real, that other beings would have found a way to travel using light bodies and energy rather than physical bodies. Some way to travel that does not entail you actually physically going there, because they're all so far away from what we can tell. So again, if you came with me, thank you very much. This was pretty far out there. But I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you were able to suspend your disbelief long enough to learn whatever lesson was being taught. I love doing these meditations for you guys. As you know, I don't plan them before I sit down. I go wherever I go, and being on video sometimes forces me to keep going with it instead of my own disbelief kicking in and stopping me, which sometimes happens when I'm doing meditation of my own. And I'm glad you let me go there today, and I hope you liked going there with me. Okay, take care, everybody. I'll talk to you again soon.